All right, so I bought this. Essentially, it's a universal bed extender, but because of the Ford Maverick having a smaller bed, they don't have a lot of extenders, and I was not going to pay $400 for the one that Ford sells. And I know nobody's taking a chance on one of these because they're not sure of the fitment, so I decided to go ahead and try it and let you guys know how it goes. So essentially, the installation of this part, that's pretty standard. You're just going to follow the instructions here. Nothing is very special about that. But this can be extended or brought down depending on the width of the bed. For the Ford Maverick, it's about 48 inches, 48 and 3/4, I believe, from where the mounting points are. So that's the width. So essentially, you want to shrink this down to its smallest size. There's a tube in the center where both of these parts, the tube goes inside of this tube, and this tube goes inside of here, and they just kind of squeeze together depending on the width. So essentially, you want to bring everything as tight in as possible. And again, you can just measure, and everything was going to be pretty accurate. But the goal is from here to here, you want that to be 48 inches, as close to as little as possible. So 48 is kind of the goal to aim for. But so it comes with all these different types of mounts and screws. So it came with these. Obviously, this is where this is going to get mounted onto the side of the bed. The holes line up, which is great. So I'm going to go outside and see. So the screws that they give you a few. So I'm going to see if I can get by with this screw. And it comes with washers and lock nuts and all that good stuff. And it also comes with two of these. So it comes with two of these and two of these plates. Essentially, I'm going to mount this on the back, so the taillights do have to come out. And that's the same for the one that Ford sells as well. So my goal is to essentially mount this onto the bed, put the screw through those holes. I just need to either bump them out or drill them, and then inside, behind where the taillights are, put this plate and put a washer and then the nut, and then hopefully we have enough depth there for this screw to work. They do provide other screws that are longer, but for some reason they only sent 5 of these, so I need 6 of these. So I don't know, I'll see if I can make those guys work. If not, I'll have to go with this and find, I think I have plenty of these types of screws, so I'll just use the longer ones if need be. So let's see how it goes. Alright, so I'm out here, and so far everything lines up perfectly. You don't have to do any extra drilling. Those holes are large enough to fit the small screws that come with this bed extender kit. So those are the screws I'm going to use. And then from the back, I'm going to attach this guy. So you can probably see right there. That's where the bolts are coming out from. So essentially, what I'm going to do is put this in there, line it up, and put the washer and the nut on it so it really holds it tight. And then I'll do the same thing on the other side. So taillights do have to come out, unfortunately, but that's okay. So those are the bolts sticking out. And so far, fit is pretty good. And let's see what happens next. All right, so got the plate on, as you can see. So that's this plate right here. Got that on. And so I have the lock washer along with the nut on there as well. The only difficult part is getting those on there, because it's, your hands aren't, I mean, unless you have really skinny hands, they're not gonna fit through these holes. So essentially, you just gotta grab the nuts and the washers at an angle and just kind of go in like this and just place them. That's what I was doing here, placed it. Same thing with the nuts, held it at an angle and tightened from the outside. The screws spin, so now I'm gonna do the other side. So this bad boy is on, and I'll do the other side, and then we'll mount it and see how it goes. All right, so just to quickly show, they give you a lot of different screws. There's more than that, but this is essentially what you need. Okay, this little guy, a nut, and a lock washer, and that's it. You need 3 per side, so 6 total. So 6 sets of these. So if you buy this one, that's the best way to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this guy. All right, so she is fully on. Not sure why you'd want to spend $400 from Ford to get this. This was 160 bucks on Amazon. So the rubber caps are on, the safety pins are in, and you can see that this one actually comes very close to the actual wheel wells, but it actually uses a space better. It's not like a weird cutoff. So let me go ahead and take this out. So that's what it looks like out here. So it's actually using more space than the one that Ford provides, at least from what it looks like. And then you have the same kind of clips. So this guy. Okay. Same thing here. And now this is not going anywhere. Secured. And the cover closes perfectly fine with this one as well. You have plenty of clearance. Honestly, wouldn't do it any other way. So now I'm just gonna button it up, put the taillights on, but I never like to finish all that until I made sure everything's working. Again, let me just show you. That's what it'll look like with the black plate. And then you have the lock washer and then the nut. Okay. And just, it's dark now, so it's kind of hard to see, but there you go. And you have about, let's say like 5 inches or so left on the end, but this comes out more. Instead of cutting, it comes out. So, cool.